Metro achievements. Chrono Trigger Part 4. We're getting to the end game. Big time. We need to go res Chrono. I guess I should do that. I'm pretty sure I beat this guy, but I'll make sure. Don't want to lose out on my magic tabs. He's way out of his league at this point. This might actually be the easiest one, but he does AoE stuff, so you gotta bring somebody who can fix. We have Flare. Frog is not somebody who can fix. Whew. Just dropping 1500 damage. The thing about Specchio is he does not have much HP. He can't handle that. 2000 damage a turn. This one ain't even that fast. Hey, nice translation there. Probably right. Like, what does that even mean? Oh well. The resurrection of Chrono, and really any time, honestly, we need to bring these guys, get their skills up. That's what needs to happen at this point. I like to bring her for charm. I don't think that the lava spawn has anything great to steal, though. Just an elixir. That's really the only thing. Okay, so this might actually be one of the only dungeons where charm is like, not mandatory, right? Thank you for the sub, by the way. Prime. I think we can bring these knuckleheads. Best friends. I think my first stop actually is to rename my dumbass ship, but thankfully it's in the same place. If you want to rename the ship, it's on this broken console. I have a good name for this thing. I just didn't like Lavos because it was not hidden. Can't beat the game, gotta figure it out. I got Peglin on my phone, it's pretty good on that format. A little tiny, a little hard to see the numbers when you're doing things like Swole Torb, but it's playable. Heck. Yoink. I forgot that was there. Important to the space-time continuum. Tell me more about what that might mean. Please, elaborate. Alright, let's go get this thing. Time to get my Yomst clone. Oh, we still have to get enough point, you jerk. Didn't know that. I don't know that early access affects games on phones. In fact, it would probably not even be any different than the PC version. It probably just gets patched the same exact way, like automatically with the Play Store. Just like Steam would patch it, it would just get a patch from Google. I'm talking as though iPhones don't exist, because that's my world. Can't believe that is still even a thing, honestly. What? But I imagine it's the same on iTunes or whatever. I messed this up last time. I should have already had the clone. Dogged with a shot. Yeah, the Android version of Peglin is what I have. And it will just auto-update on its own. Probably quickly. Unlike Stardew Valley, I don't think the Peglin updates are super involved and hard to convert. Excellent. I was just taking a shot at Apple. Hate dealing with their products. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm sure it's exactly the same. He's fine, actually. He's doing great. Right, we're done with that. It's just Death Peak now. Zoom. I use the word clone. He could explain this a little better, but that's okay. It's actually a really cool little plan and an interesting item that that guy was able to make somehow. And it has a little bit of more depressing secret story attached to it because this game is so lighthearted about everything. You don't really think about the gravity of what's going on. The dude at the end of time has been stuck there for his whole life, pretty much. And he has built somehow the ability to open one portal one time, maybe, possibly, so you could go home. And he gave it to you instead of using it for himself. Because you need it. And then there's this thing with this. Anyway, the plan here is to replace yourself with a doll so that no one at that point in time will know that you were gone, and you won't change history in the wrong way while you do it. Yeah, I'm too lazy to walk to the mountain. What of it? We can even make the doll do a cool pose, just like Chrono would before he got blasted. Well, in this case, it's very important that they don't fuck up history in the wrong way, because if they do, then they'll screw up the whole quest that they're working on. They never usually interact with their own self in a way that would mess things up, because usually time marches on in these domains here. Like, they can't. For some reason, when they go to 600 AD, they're already at the end of the war and all that. Like, they can't interact with themselves. But in this case, they are somehow specifically going to a place where they are. So they have to be avoiding the explosion of the universe by ruining their own quests. Because if they saw themselves, they would maybe get confused about what the hell's going on. I would say that's only true if Ayla were to actually die, because she will eventually, in time, go back home. The fact that Marl is still alive just shows that she's, I mean, that's just proof that they're going to win. Like, they probably didn't think about that. But the fellas didn't think about that, not the writers. The fellas probably didn't think about how that's obvious proof that they're going to win. Dark Bomb. Like I usually do in this game, you end up with pretty much 3 maxed out characters real quick, and then the others suck. If you've split them up a bunch, power to you for mixing up your team. You won't have anyone mastered here. You're gonna have to switch them around now. Got to continue doing that. Everyone is descendant of Ayla, and Marl is, I guess, a direct line, if you want to call it that. 65 million years is kind of no longer what I would call direct. But yeah, they're implied to be directly related in as much as they can be. Blast them. Can we do some kind of big dual tech here? Okay, that's why we can't. Great. That's a good question. The existence of these things is kind of proof that this creature thing is more than just some little alien man controlling like a suit or whatever, because it's kind of the impression you get from the Lavos fight itself, the big anime boss inside of it. Apparently Lavos' brain just moves around like that and is just some little guy. That's just the way it is. There must be other Lavoses. Like, I have no evidence one way or the other, but it seems logical that there are many, many Lavoses. There's like 7 just on this one planet now because of the spawn. 65 million years in terms of galactic time is not that much. That's all the time it takes for one set of eggs to hatch. That's a long time for a species, but it's not a long time for a universe. Damn, I got again. The wiggle bones have caught me. Well, I guess it depends on how much life there is in the universe. If they're able to exist, that implies that there must be other planets with life on it. And once you open that door, I mean, from what we know of the universe, that's super unlikely to just happen anywhere. Like, it's just a rare circumstance. But who knows how fast and far it travels. I'm not even sure what Lavos eats, to be honest. I don't know what it's doing. Like, it didn't eat anybody, just melted the planet. Like, what was it doing? It seems like it eats the Earth itself. In which case, the life on the planet has nothing to do with it. I don't actually know what the hell it's doing. Yeah, it might be some kind of psychic monster that actually does eat hope and dreams. That makes more sense. I don't know if you were joking or not, but that probably actually is what's going on. It doesn't eat magic because it's the one who created magic, more or less. But the energy that is the life force of the planet didn't like increase or decrease over 65 million years. It just evolved, and not necessarily. I mean, maybe humans are tastier or something, but they were already there. Like I don't know why it was waiting so long, other than to hatch eggs. I think the reason it was actually waiting so long in terms of plot is because it was hibernating after the long travel. And then they woke it up and it was just like an angry bear, and it blew them all away, and then went back to sleep for a couple 12,000 more years. Don't fall. It's possible that the thing that hit in the Stone Age or whatever was actually the prehistoric age was actually just the Lavos spawn, like one of these fellas. Maybe Old Man Lavos is dying in this time period. Here's a really good place to grind right here. You could just kill these eggs. They'll just keep coming. I love those kind of spots. Dark Helm. It's not just an animal, it's some kind of psychic monster. They're never very clear with its intent. I don't know how they could be. Like, the only one who might even know what the hell it's doing is Queen Zoe, because she's crazy and she's like linked in. And she doesn't talk much. She just laughs at you. Okay, we can't do that anyway. I was just wondering if I could do any more interesting attacks. This thing is an easy boss, though. Yeah, Queen Zeal seems to think that it's some kind of a god that is sentient. Don't know that that's true. It's somehow keeping her alive, though, so it's got something going on. But I don't think that she's going to continue to live after this, after they're done here. I mean, maybe they will. Maybe she'll travel with one of them through space and hope to land on a new planet. Pop. I think they're breaking the fourth wall and talking about the player and that ending cutscene thing. I don't really like it. If that's the case, that's always what I figured. They were just saying that. Like they're aware that I'm controlling them and making them win. I'm helping them find all the treasure in the game. I'm enhancing the red vest for them. They'd be screwed without me. They wouldn't understand. Emery cap. Dalton breaks the fourth wall like 5 times. He's the only one who does. This right here is Magus realizing that he forgot to bring a Scala doll. Actually, he wouldn't be able to. Because she needs to be there to die and send them out. It's a very specific, unfortunately limited thing they can do here, where they can only replace the guy who died. It's actually really tightly well written. Resurrecting this guy is kind of crazy. But the way they did it is, it works in the plot. Like, it makes sense. It makes sense why they can't bring anybody else out. I don't know why this is a Christmas tree. But what are you gonna do? We killed Ozzy.
The bouncer.
We got the bouncer. Hamster didn't even die, actually. He just is doing fine. Okay, there's our 4 quests and 1 Black Omen to do. Let's go. Hey Chrono, you scumbag, give me back my safety helmet. Put on the pants. I'm gonna do the 200 silver points later because I have to do a whole truckload of fair related achievements. So I was just gonna do it on the second run, honestly. I'm gonna need so many points. How many is it even gonna be to get every cat in the game, every doll in the game? I'm probably gonna try to feed them too. That's 80 points a cat, 40 points a doll, times 7. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff to do, is what that is. It's gonna be a lot of work. I consider this to be a pretty dangerous area, but we have ice and water, so everyone can lower the defense of this. So this is as easy as I can make it in terms of who to bring. Though I do like triple kick here. Actually, I probably need to charm the boss. Pretty sure it's got one of the males. Not that I really need it, but could steal something nice. Feeding them is easy. That's just winning like the 32 event or whatever, the 80-point event one time, and you'll get food for like the rest of the game. And as long as you don't keep going in and out of the house, it doesn't use very much. I don't know exactly what I need to do to make that happen. I need to make sure I get it though as I play through the second run. I probably will research that a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if I need to stop in at the house at every opportunity or if I just need to fill it up once and let it roll. Do I need to check in on the cats? You get cats and dolls at the fair, yeah. For everybody. I think you get a music box as well. I forget what the 10... I actually forget what the cheapest prize is. I feel like it's just a box that plays their song. Little Poyozo doll thing. Well, the Millennial Fair is such a grind. Like, it is kind of neat, but the amount of points you need is ridiculous when you go in after that stuff. It takes so long. Thank you for the sub. Unfortunately, the best way to get points is to fight Gato over and over again. Like, there's a lot of ways to get points, but most of them aren't very fast. They should have let me just buy points. Well, you can drink the water or soda or liquor or whatever it's supposed to be, and the drinking thing. You can ding the bell if you're good at that. You can get 1 point every second or two. You could get 1 point. The race is not guaranteed, but you can kind of manipulate it to win, and that's not slow. If you can do that. Well, you can probably keep up with Gato's points that way. Yeah, I'll read the cat mechanics before I start that run. I'm not planning on starting run 2 tonight. I might beat the game once or twice tonight, maybe. We've still got a lot to do here. I'm not exactly cruising at this. I want to do the whole Black Omen and all that. Typically, when you win the Millennial Fair thing, whoever is leading the party gets a doll or a cat or a music box sent to their spawn location or house or whatever. Like Magus would get it up on his cliff. everyone else would get it in their home. If this achievement is only worried about Chrono's cats, they are the only one you can feed, and they multiply, which is interesting. If you have them fed, you just keep getting more and more cats. I'm gonna want to just guarantee the charm on this beast. I don't need to beat the timeline Black Omen thing. I don't need to do it more than once, really. I understand the value, but man, what an annoying dungeon. Kind of not a big Black Omen enjoyer. It's just a little too long. I get it, it is the end game dungeon, so yeah, but man. Alright, I forget which one of these has the charm, so I'm gonna do all three of them. I think it is not the center, but nevertheless. They steal health from the center, so let's destroy it and steal from it first. Speed tab is a nice find. Couldn't steal. I don't think it actually had an item. I don't think it was a couldn't steal case. This game does not clearly tell you what's going on with that. I guess I didn't need to bring her here. Who has the vests then? Not vests, the armors. I'm trying to think. The boss of Rainbow Shell Cave does have one, and the robot boss has one, and the Son of the Sun has one. Where's the other one? Yakra maybe has it. I guess that's right. This boss is like tough, so I thought it would have it, but I'm looking like I'm wrong. All I had was speed tab. Could have brought the frog. I messed up, didn't use ice yet. I don't have an AoE heal, that's gonna be annoying. I'm just gonna triple kick. I'm curious exactly how this mechanic works. It's not super clear to me. Every time we hit it, the defense goes up. I don't know by how much. Every time we hit it with ice, the defense goes down. I don't know by how much. I don't know if I can repeatedly hit it with ice. I think I knew the answer once, and then I played the game, and then I waited and I forgot, and then that happens every single time. I think that when you hit it with ice, it sets its defense to 0, and then every time you hit it with anything else, it goes back up a little bit, but not all the way up. Like maybe 25% defense up every time you hit it, something like that. she should probably be the one doing this because she can't do anything else really for damage. Wonder how much it costs to run Angel Fire. Okay, she's still alive. She's fine. It's fine. Cure yourself. Chomp. She does have her best weapon, if that means anything. Let's see. I feel like she's just gonna burn up the defense down that we have accumulated here. I think I'm always scared of this boss. I think it's one of the few that has gamed me over before. Even knowing how it works. It's just capable of doing that. And I'm always thinking it's gonna be a disaster and I should do it last, and I'm like scared of it for no reason. It did just do 500 damage, but I think the way the defense down works is kind of tough to deal with. I think it's because ice isn't... I don't have a problem with that mechanic because we did the same thing with lightning earlier against Nizbel 2. Wait, like the first Nizbel did not, but the second one did. The first one, his defense is completely gone for a set amount of time, like he's stunned. But the second one reacts the exact same way. It turns defense down every time you hit it until it's dead. You set defense to 0 and Nizbel 2 with lightning typically does 0, just like here. And then every time you hit it, defense goes back up. Eventually it explodes on you. Honestly, if this were Nizbel 2, or if this were Nizbel 3, and the numbers were just super high, I think that boss probably would be harder than this boss. This boss does have a weird mechanic going on with 3 parts, though. Gives it more actions, maybe. This thing is still kicking, huh? All legs. Bad Bone's gone. I don't think I've ever heard that line. I guess it's whoever's in second or whatever position talks here. Okay, well, your job is done. Nice work. Thanks for the speed tab. Appreciate it. All this treasure disappears once you leave. I don't think you can come back. Maybe I'm wrong, though. All right, no. choose your favorite emote here. Yeah, this is also kind of mean to the robot who's like, he's not just a robot, right? Like, come on. He's got AI. He's got feelings. You're leaving him behind for 400 years to do manual labor? Well, he volunteered, so whatever. This hat is so expensive. It's pretty nice though. I don't really need it. I tend to want to buy them, but it's just a bad call. I'm gonna get some for free. I've got other helmets that are good. Locking status is important, but we have ways to do it.
The Bouncer.
I hear they have a discourse about an entity. I have a piece of art of this. Like, it's like pixel art, 3D, sticking out kind of art. But if you scan it with your phone, it animates and plays the scene. I think it's pretty sharp. If the entity is somebody in game, or if they even exist, there's not too many people could be, honestly. It seems like that they know too much to just be someone in game. But it would be like either Scholar or Queen Zeal, who actually is like, in the case of her, it would be somebody who is like being mind controlled and subconsciously does not like it, which I don't think is the case. I think she actually is just a jerk. But what do you know? I don't know. It sounds like she didn't used to be. Chrono Cross, which I don't like to care about at all, does imply that Scala does things from beyond time, almost. And if that's the case, she's very careful about it too. Which would make sense. Same way we are. I mean, we are and aren't, but
The Bouncer.
the bouncer. Hey, robot. I don't know how she created this little individual portal. Like, she did this without the Chrono Trigger. It's kind of weird. I don't really understand that part of the plot, but good for her. We're gonna fly right over here and check out the results of our actions, which I think is pretty nice and sweet, but it's still a weird thing that they let her do. If you talk to this lady, she just sits there all day. But if you come in here, after doing that, she's walking around because she doesn't have this disability anymore. She's just gonna go for a hike. Anyway. It's time to do the rainbow shell. And the robots. Yeah, it could be one of the cast manipulated time after this whole thing, after the whole game, but that kind of sucks. and one of the things that sucks about that is that they let all the stuff in Chrono Cross happen that's terrible. Luca is a key figure in the plot, though. She probably would be the most likely of anyone. Alright, back to the squad here. I have to bring the robot. Probably gonna have Robo here on my end game team. Like, I've been using him all game for a reason, so we'll see. But yeah, this is a pretty important area for his, not just his story, but he gets a free permanent upgrade that just makes him crazy. It's so good. 3 speed or something like that, and some magic defense. It's a weird secret item that is not included when you do New Game Plus, so when you get him back, he's back to low speed again. Yeah, I don't know how much Chrono Cross spoilers I want to drop in the plot, but I sure know what happens. Probably we will chat about those at some point, so if you're worried about that, watch out. But suffice to say, nothing in Chrono Cross is good for any of the main cast. Any single one of them. They all get the worst outcome that any of them can have. Every single one of them eats shit. Comcast does not like me spoiling Chrono Cross, you see. That's why they're doing that right now. It actually doesn't seem like it's a bad one this time. It seems like it's just a hiccup. Whatever you think the worst thing that could happen to any of the 7 characters here is, it's worse than whatever that you think it is. Like, it's that, but stupid. Like, whatever you're thinking, it's probably that, but dumb. And that's one of the reasons I don't like Chrono Cross. Storyline-wise. Mechanically, I think it's an okay game. Okay-ish. For a PlayStation game, it's got a lot of mechanics. Storyline sucks. If it were its own game, like people say, I would think it was a mediocre PlayStation RPG. I probably wouldn't look at it twice myself. I know I run a trivia show that spoils things. I feel like it's silly for me to warn people that my trivia about a game could contain a spoiler, so I let that go through sometimes. I hate it when it, like, on GDQ, we did one for Persona, I think. One of those games, maybe. that is getting a remake soon, and we've maybe spoiled something people were about to play. I don't think the amount of time that's gone by makes spoilers okay necessarily. I try not to do it. Like, you could spoil Soylent Green, but like people maybe haven't seen that yet. It's an old movie. It's got the opposite problem. It's so old that maybe people missed the meme and don't know the ending and are just watching old classic movies. I feel that way about media. I don't like to spoil it just for doing it. It seems like the Chrono Cross plot was sort of intended, though. I don't know. I think this game did a pretty good wrapped job, and then a couple years later, Radical Dreamers and Chrono Cross both expanded on it for some reason. It's almost like a fanfic level of plot to me. It's kind of out of its mind, and it's a completely different tone. That might be the localization, though. I don't think it totally is, but maybe a little bit. This is a very silly place. This dungeon is one of the most fun ones, though, to figure out and what the hell's going on here. Honestly, as I've grown and gotten pickier about my game opinions, I guess, I think less of Chrono Trigger's dungeons. Like, none of them are great. They just kind of work because the game itself handles things okay. This one is pretty good, like actually pretty good all around. This one is tightly designed. It makes sense. It's a puzzle after puzzle. It's pretty gimmicky, but that's good for RPGs, especially ones that don't have random battles. That's another thing that helps the dungeons. The fact that they're kind of lousy doesn't really matter because there's no forced battles. Like Hecarim's Cave, it's just a bunch of walking around trying to find the path. There's nothing to it. It's not very interesting. Walking through the water is a weird thing that they make you do. It's kind of strange, but since you can just kill every enemy, whatever, you're good. Right? Now, here's the problem with her. This cure hits 600 and something. What the hell do we need 999 cure for at this point? We're only level, like, 40. Come on. We're gonna get even worse with it. I haven't given her a single magic up this whole game, and that's how good her heal is. They didn't need to give her cure too. She should have Glacier or something. Something incredible as an offense spell. It's at this point where she stops being any good anymore. The dual attacks are gonna start getting worse than everything else. And you don't like to use two people to do the damage of one solo attack anyway, so haste is all she's really got that's end game material. And is that mathematically worth it? Because she's not going to bring much on her own. It kind of can work out, but I think it's better to just bring 3 people who can actually do something. There's not a lot of haste gear in this game. In fact, there's only one that I can think of. It's the helmet that you steal from a lava spawn at the end of the Black Omen, and then there's another one. This door won't open. What the? Hey. So you can get 2, and you can go get more of them, but like, I don't personally care about haste enough to do that. There's other really good helmets. There's the prism helmets that give you magic defense. The safe helmet that gives you physical defense. That one's less useful. And then there's helmets that protect your status. And you could make the argument that any of those are as good as the haste helmet. You definitely need status protection to win. Easily anyway. If you don't bring that to the Lavas fight, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna have a bad time. He's gonna confuse your whole party and hit them for 500 when he does it. Well, haste is good, but it's not, in this game, it's not what it is in like Final Fantasy 1. You definitely get some instant turns and you can really drop some numbers, but like, it might be better to bring something else sometimes. She mixes really well with the right team. I think if you're bringing Chrono, or maybe Frog, she has some really good healing tech she can use with them. And in that case, she could be on your endgame team. And you'd be doing great. Yep, the cap for hasted characters is 32 speed, so pretty fast. In this game, that's almost instant. The reason her healing isn't that powerful is because Robo there heals for 500 now that I gave him magic taps. He heals everybody for that. Not only that, you've got more mega elixirs in this game than I've ever seen in... I know how to steal them, so maybe that's not fair, but... I have like 18 elixirs that I didn't really steal those, so you're gonna have ridiculous healing items. You probably won't have mega elixirs, I guess, but you will certainly have all these elixirs and all this other stuff. It's not hard to get big healing, and she's not the best healer, unfortunately. Her dual tech heal is still less than just having Robo do it. Honestly, her Cure 2 probably should just be an AoE heal also. Like, I don't know why Robo has that. Why? I guess. I'm glad that he does, because I like to use it. I'm not really complaining about somebody being too strong. It's just, she should have that. If I were going to switch, I would just switch those two around a little bit here. If you're doing a really low level run, I think she would actually be good in that case, maybe. So I don't know in what context you would care which character's the best. It's just a yammering about numbers thing. I remember saying on Game FAQs when I was just like 12 years old that the best party in this game was the original 3 fellas, and they definitely disagreed with that. And my educated opinion at this point would probably be that for fighting Lavos, that might actually be true. still might agree with that. Those three are really good together. Luca has the most magic damage. She even beats out Magus there, but he has magic wall, and that's very nice. You can get that from items though, so he's replaceable. So he doesn't bring anything you can't just have. And you get haste, and you have Aura Whirl because you can use it with him. So you have haste and you have your AoE heal, and she does okay magic damage. Ice 2 is whatever, but she can spend her time throwing items. That's always good to have in any RPG, is somebody who's just dedicated to that purpose. You're gonna run out of mana. Even if you bring a gold stud party, you're gonna run out of mana. The three of them together have Delta attack, which isn't a very good one. It's just shadow magic triangle thing. I don't think most of the triple techs are good in the very end game. That's just kind of a waste of your turns. Most of the good ones are like the triple kick of like Ayla and Frog and Chrono together or something like that, just doing a bunch of attacks, physical damage. Those are really good against Lavos specifically. What party is going to be the best is definitely boss specific, I think. So if you're talking about Lavos, it's really hard not to suggest bringing Ayla because triple kick is so good. Confuse is also good. That's quad strike, misnamed. Chrono has that. Those two skills are the top dogs, and Uzi Punch with Robo here is probably third best for killing Lavos himself, because one of the fellas is weak to physical. And what a pain in the ass they are if you don't kill them. And if you bring triple kick and confuse, you can just, that's one turn, that's one dead Lavos fella. Like, that's it. They're done. You don't really need to be leveled up. You can just use those skills. And then you have Luminaire, and triple kick still works on the other two. It just doesn't get rid of them as fast as ridiculously. Why does this robot have a bow? What's going on? What's going on with this robot? FF6 Cyan is considered the worst character actually in the original game by many people because he can't instantly put those skills out. I always thought he was good because I didn't understand how the ATB bar worked, I guess, as a kid. And Quad Strike seemed incredible. He's nowhere near as good as Sabin though. Under any circumstance, that guy was nuts. Yeah, it looks like my internet's doing fine all of a sudden. I don't remember Umaro. I don't know the end game very well, but it seems like most people think yes, he's worse than that guy as well. Like if you ask anyone who's just only played the SNES version who the worst character is, Cyan usually wins that poll. I would personally pick, I would like to pick Gao, but he's got tech that let him be busted. He's just not fun to play. That's a different problem. Oh, I've got shadow armor on by pure coincidence. I just happened to pick it, so like, boy howdy. You can't win. That hurts a lot, actually. Damn, that was a Gravity attack? Really? My understanding is that Yamaru is just a berserker. I don't really know if I even recruited him. That's weird that I didn't, but I feel like I must have. Surely I did go and get him in my playthrough. I just don't remember him at all. I know who he is. And that's all I've got for you in terms of memory. Like, I know who he is. I don't know what the hell he does. Yeah, I also would try to complete this attack library. I probably gave up pretty early though. I'm a big completionist. That was one of the first RPGs I played. I would have come from like Mega Man X and games like that, where I could easily get everything in the game. My problem with it is that there's not enough information in game to tell you how to get all that stuff, or it's kind of random also, and it doesn't tell you what any of it does. You have to use it and see, and it's just kind of out of its mind, and that's half the problem. The other half the problem I have is that it's not fun, because you're not really doing anything. You're just kind of picking a guy who just automatically wins. Like, that's if you know how to use him. If you know how to use him, he just kind of takes care of the fight for you. That's not really what I want to do. Like, I like being busted, but it doesn't even feel like I'm playing. It feels like I turned on a Game Genie real quick, and some guy is automatically beating the fight for me. Here's the ribbon plug. So this is huge for my robot. If you don't come in here and do this side quest, I wouldn't bring Robo to the final battle. But if you do, that is a huge change. All of a sudden, he is as fast as pretty much Chrono started at, so that's nuts. He's so fast, and that was his main problem. I feel like he had low magic. I fixed that. His attacks scale off of magic in an incredible way, so to give him that many magic tabs makes him a nut. He's crazy. So speed and magic are this robot's problem, and if you solve those things, well, you win. I guess I'll use another shelter here. I don't know how much I care about it, but the boss has one of the male armors. I guess I care about it. It's good. Like, it's so good. It's 100% absorb. I can't just skip it knowingly. That would feel so bad, but I just don't like using the same character every time. Like, I feel like I'm forced to. It's one of the Chrono Trigger problems. It's just a problem with Steel, even being in the game and only being on one character. The murder machine. Okay. My dog hates noise. I think that this part of the game is incredible, giving everyone their own little side quests. These quests give everyone a chance to develop a character in a big way. This is something that I was talking about is missing from FF6, really. They never really flesh anybody out. And I didn't really think about that until I started playing it again on the Pixel Remaster. They never really do that much with anyone. it's Celis and Setzer, and that's Terra does something, and what is that it? Like, Sabin's just somewhere training again. Cyan's a mailman for some reason. I don't really know that that's anything. Like, there's just not much going on. It's very small, even with the characters that are even doing anything. A lot of them aren't. Okay, so I'm skipping the armor. Because whatever, I don't really need it at all. The screens also have something. They made a little classic blunder here where the screens keep the boss from entering phase 2. And they obviously want you to kill the screens. They're healing the boss. Your instinct would be to kill them. But if you don't, if you just do this, obviously, that's it. And they're not going to do phase 2. And they get way less healing. I'm going to give Mother the chance to do her thing, though. Well, they decided for me, but I was going to do that anyway. I promise. That was a wild thing Rambo just did to me. But that's cool. I hardly ever give this boss a chance to fight, so I want to see what it's able to do at this point at level 40. I feel like you can charm something from the displays as well. Yeah, they have elixirs. Big deal. So 3 elixirs and 1, probably blue mail or something like that. Oh, that's bad. We got silenced. This boss is dangerous. I don't have any status protection on? Really? I don't think I do, actually. With these characters, I was playing as someone else, so that's on me in a way, but like, man, you might not be ready for that. You did? Yeah. She doesn't have her res yet. Annoyingly. Okay, so this boss is a permanent status effect problem. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna lose to those. They're dangerous, and I'm silenced the whole time. It might be up to the wizard to win this one. I remember the hard mode hack doing this, where the thing just gets stronger and stronger as it goes on. Oh, he's dead again. All right, Wizard, it's up to you, I guess. No one else can stand this. Too bad you're hitting for 70. Now, his weapon is supposed to go nuts when his friends are dead. Going nuts against this boss means 100 damage, apparently. So that's unfortunate. The reason I'm losing isn't because the stats are going up, it's because of the status effects. Nice work, Mother Brain. We're gonna bring the thievery after all, since I died anyway. My reluctance to be a thief has screwed me again. What was Magus wearing that made him so strong? Is he just has that much magic defense? That's the only reason. Oh, I need to do all this again. Oh, whatever. I feel like hard mode Chrono Trigger, this boss was one of the worst ones. It became nearly... I was on like the very last turn where I could possibly win before the boss no longer took damage at all. Like it had gone to a point, but apparently that's just how the boss works anyway. I don't think I know too much about this boss. I'd never get the chance because I usually wouldn't be chaos like that. It was doing status effects too fast to really be fair. You're either immune to them or you're gonna die, I think, here. I couldn't keep up even knowing how to cure it. Like every turn it hits the whole team for that. That's a little much. So I probably have always been immune to the status effects by pure random chance. This game has a randomizer, it's really good. You start with the Epoch, and you kind of just show up 600 AD, and you can go wherever you want, and you try to find some key items to finish the game as quick as you can. Like if you run through the church, you might find one of the like random things you need. Jets of Time is the name of the randomizer as well. I'm gonna keep making the robot ridiculous. I don't usually use him, even though he's obviously very good, so... I'm going like all in on him here. Like just everything. What is your magic now, my man? 52. The wizard is 57. The other one's 49. He's dangerous. Where are you seeing the title screen at? It's Squaresoft, yeah. I called them that for a long time. Never really got used to calling them anything else. But Square Enix didn't happen until like 6 years later. Typing. So we're gonna rob the elixirs. This is my standard way to fight this. Aside from I'm gonna kill the displays again and try to do it the correct way. Rob the elixir, bust the screen. One by one. 3 elixirs. Who could say no? Delicious. Just throw them in the pile. Got 18. Meanwhile, I'll haste everybody. Really blasted that screen. I'm kind of disappointed in the wizard and his damage, but I think this boss just kind of forces you to do magic anyway. And that's why he was only hitting for 100, because that's just not much. But it seemed like it was like 4 times higher, so he probably would be hitting for 1,000 with his sickle if the boss weren't crazy. AoE spells will kill these things as well, so it's very likely, unless you're intentionally doing it, that you're gonna break these displays. Should have hasted her first. Now that's physical, but it's still getting around the defense that this boss has. Cube toss. I doubt it's gonna do more than triple kick though. It needs to do like, cool, 2,500 probably to be better than just triple kick and ice 2. She needs to be healing anyway. We're getting our asses kicked here. That laser hurts so much. Yeah, triple kick's just better than that, unfortunately. The dual tech fell off. Not much HP on this thing.
The bouncer.
The way it just turns off in 1 frame is really funny, but that's, I guess, a computer death. Next stop, Rainbow Shell. We're gonna do the Son of the Sun last because, man, that's gonna suck. I really need to get the... I need the triple tech anyway. Yeah, back to it. This team will work. Hi ho, heck. All right, let's do it. Doesn't this look like a big flower? Like, I don't know what this is actually supposed to look like here. It looks like a big flower on a cylinder. But that's Ozzy's design. Where's the island at? Here it is. I guess I don't need to bring her until at least the boss anyway. Who's missing tech? You are. You're missing a little bit. We'll get it later. You're done. You're done. You're done. These three, you're almost done. These are the three who are the furthest behind. They're getting there though. They're all pretty close, honestly. Oh yeah, he's done. Okay. Won't be long. It's gonna be Magus last, like always, but he's almost there too. There's some big tech opportunity in here, and with the Masamune equipped, it's gonna be easier to get it. Prehistoric castle. The Gigasaur got a huge upgrade from last time. I don't remember it having wings either, but I might be wrong about that. Double cure. What? I'm gonna use that just to see it, but like maybe the most pointless dual tech of all dual techs. Where's this go? I feel like I'm going, yeah, the wrong way. Nothing here. I like to collect games and movies and store them. Like That's just something I collect. I understand that that's not there's nothing special about it though. Like I made digital copies of my own games because it's easier to do that than to run a CD of Valkyrie Profile. Good luck getting that to work properly. Man. But most games aren't like that, and the software works better in digital form. I bet these days that game works well. That one is my go-to. This one was problematic to run off of hardware game. Like, that was maybe the worst one I ever dealt with. But yeah, I made backups of all my CD games because they're slow. And I don't feel like they last forever. Like, I feel like my cartridges will last longer. Probably my whole life. I don't feel that way about my CDs. If I keep playing them, I think they'll stop reading. And not to mention the CD reader on the console itself can't handle it, and the lens breaks. This is funny, they flipped this, so you come in here with the same answers before you get busted. Apparently by monkeys for some reason. I've never played Valkyrie Profile Lenneth or 2, and Lenneth I think is just a PSP version. Well, I can replace the batteries in the cartridge, and that's definitely a problem for a game like this. But that's something I can do pretty easily with tools. I don't feel like I can fix a CD. If you can, I don't know how to do it. When my CDs go bad, they're done. I just have to give up, like, buy it again if I want to play hardware. Nothing in here? I could have sworn there was something. Oh well. Maybe if I left that treasure, I could have finally gotten it at this point in the game. I think Lenneth added cutscenes. Like the princess turning into a monster. And that's almost all it added. And load times. Even worse load times than there were. That's a very funny game. One of the reasons it's hard to run is because of the voice acting and getting the audio lines to work and all that. That's probably not a problem that exists anymore. I feel like you might need to clean your cartridges. That's something, but that's also something I can do with alcohol and a Q-tip or something like that. Probably is the solution. Just a guess, I'm not sure. One power. Yeah, PSP load times too. I think Lenneth is a PSP game, so nasty. That might be the worst loading console that there is in history, short of like a Pentium 2 or something, right? Trying to play Oblivion. To try to play a game like Valkyrie Profile on the PSP or Blood Omen and Legacy of Kain on PS1 instead of on PC. That's the Sonic 2006 experience right there. Every time you open a menu in that game, 10 seconds of loading. Every time you change screens, 10 seconds of loading. They designed around it too, unfortunately, in a bad way. Where if he is talking, and he's always talking, you have to wait until he finishes before the screen transition happens. That's the Blood Omen experience. I love that game though. It's like it's a Zelda-like, honestly. It's a vampire grim dark Zelda-like the first game is. It's not Soul Reaver like that one is. 3D platformer maze thing. It's not even close to that game. It's a Zelda-like game at the end of the day. It even has bottled fairies in such a way as vampire hearts are that. Like he just has some old vampire's heart and that's the bottled fairy. It's so easy though, because you have 99 of those. It maybe is the easiest Zelda-like there ever was. 99 auto reses is a thing you can easily get. The spells you have in that game are things like Enrage, and it just makes all the enemies around you kill each other until only one is left, and then finally they will go after you. And it works on every single thing in the game. But yeah, the PC load times for Legacy Kane Blood Omen are instant. You might have trouble finding that version, unfortunately, but it just works. It actually might be a digital version you can get on like GOG or something at this point. The Frenzy Band is very, very steep counterattack opportunity. Love this thing. 80%. It may as well be 100 almost. You can really put out some numbers with that on the right person. I always want to use lightning because they're dinosaurs, but they absorb it, these guys. I made a mistake again. It was bound to happen. These purple dinosaurs, they love lightning. They counterattack it all. And with chaos, too. I can't speak about the hardware, but the PSP's game library was really nice. And I feel I've not explored it very well. I had a PSP. I bought it from my coworker when he was done with it for like half price. I started buying games for it. I wanted to try Tactics Ogre and all this other strategy. It had a lot of strategy games. That was the PSP craze. Like a lot of tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics kind of games. It would appear I do not have status immunity again. Disgaea is on that console. John D'Arc. Yeah, I never really got a chance to... I don't know why I didn't play it more, because I did have it. I bought games for it, I just didn't do it. I think I wasn't needing a handheld console at the time. That's all, just randomly just didn't have... Like, I played the crap out of my DS, I had that first. And I pretty much exhausted my need to do that anymore. Come on, Luigi, do your thing, there you go. Black Hole normally would be a very nice spell for the Son of the Sun fight, but we're not going to be able to bring this guy, unfortunately. They have a very tall order achievement for the Son of the Sun. I don't know how I'm going to do it, honestly. I think it's going to be scarier than anything in the game. Maybe, so here's hoping I can pull it off without bringing Magus. He's not allowed to come. Come on, hit it. Don't lose it. There you go. Is that it? Nice. That should just about be their techs. I have the Son of the Sun achievement on screen right now, actually. There it is, so that's what we have to do. This is the one we'll get next, pretty much. Yeah, I'm a little scared that I can't do the Son of the Sun on this run, so I'm going to go through the Black Omen in 1000 AD, just in case I need to do it twice for some reason. And if I really, really need to, I can go back in and level up to 99 or something and get it done that way. Like, there will be a point where Flare no longer hurts me, but until I'm at that point, that boss is a little scary, man. They're making me bring a bad team, and they're not letting me bring any armor for it. It's a gimmick boss. It's gonna blast me big time. Yeah, these three, Magus is actually the last one to get his skills. I think these two have it already, so nearly everyone is done now. We're really close. It won't be long. I've pretty much optimized their tech. There's the red mill. This is just a full heal, right? I'm just checking. Wasting a turn just to see. There's just 1,000 to everybody. Probably. Pretty much. Yeah, I can have 2 prism dresses. It would be nice to get 3. That being said, I don't think I need to do that. It's either barrier or shield. I'm going to use them. I'm allowed to use items. One of these gives you magic defense, so I don't need to bring that armor. I feel like people sleep on these. They're the exact same thing as magic defense up from prism dress or whatever. This is protect, this is magic defense. You can have them both, you can use them both, I'm pretty sure, and have them both on at the same time for the rest of the battle. Just cast one time. Boom. That's big. Marl would be the one to drop a hint about this, but it's kind of not direct. This is Marl's side quests. And I guess Lunch's side quest as well, sort of. She doesn't really get one, but this is obviously the Tyranno there. There's a couple bad ones, yeah. I have to beat Lavos with a mop. Like, I have to finish him off with it too. I don't know, not just win, I have to kill him with it. That's gonna suck. I'm gonna have to measure the HP. Number by number to do that. And then there's a bunch of grinding at the Millennial Fair. Yeah, not a bunch of fun stuff left, honestly. Getting all the endings, and then some really grindy achievements. Getting the cats won't be as bad as you think, but it will take a while. I'm not looking forward to it, but we can fast forward it a bit. It's not going to take like an hour. And I just need to beat the game after I do it. Yeah, I'm allowed to mop whenever I want. I don't think they care about New Game Plus. I'll make a new save just in case they do, but I don't imagine that they would. I don't know why you would. New Game Plus doesn't do anything other than start the game over. It's the same game. It's not like Dark Souls or something where it's like changing. It's the same game. Yeah, that's not so bad. You're not really stronger, though. It would be faster to not do it in New Game Plus. Because you're just going through a bunch of nothing for a long time. Like, you're just wasting your time, honestly. If you're just going through New Game Plus, having a good time, you're not really doing anything for yourself. You're getting, like, potions and mid-potions and all this other junk. You're getting, like, 1 XP a fight for such a long time. You could just hang out in the Black Omen and kill the same enemies over and over again. It would take less time to get way stronger. Oh, we need a truck. Well, you can steal tabs from the Black Omen. You can steal all of the tabs from the Black Omen except maybe magic tabs. I think you can steal those too. I can't remember who has them though. You can also get mega elixirs there. You definitely, and just one run of the Black Omen can max out your speed on everybody. Like, there's enough tabs in there to do that. If you steal all of them, you can have maxed out speed on just about everybody you want to use, whoever that's going to be. Those enemies don't respawn. But you can just go through the Black Omen again, and then they will, so you can do it 4 times, and then you will have more speed tabs than the game will even let you use. What do we got in here? Hey there. Get him, Gus. Alright, we're gonna immune up here. This guy's gonna be mean. I think we need to have also status protection. If possible. Who's my team here? Okay, yeah, these guys are fine, I guess. His Gloom Helm. It's a free visual hat upgrade. That's nice. You can have this then. Wait, can you wear this? Yeah. So that you're gonna have to do this. Good luck. Fuck. Good enough. This'll win, probably. Ah. Well, Frog is useless then. No, he's not, I guess. I can pick him up and do something here. I'm afraid what he needs is for me to... He needs me to cast magic defense on him quick. Right, that's life 2. He's already good. He needs this or he's just gonna die. Worse than that, this boss can instantly kill you with some dumb spell he's got. Some garbage that's in this game where he's allowed to just instantly get you if he feels like it. And he will. This boss actually works on, he's not even random. He does the status attack immediately. Then he does 3 or 4 of these regular spells, and then he instantly kills somebody, and then he goes back to the status attack. And that's how he operates. And that will take away my buffs, and I'll have to res. Alright, let's start hitting them. We're all buffed up as well as I can be. The big check here with Specchio is, hey, you're immune to magic now, right? Can you deal with instant death and status effects? Because that's what we got now. We're just gonna hit you with that. That'll be fun. This is gonna hurt. Hopefully they can survive it this time. Man, jeez. The magic defense is just enough. Here's a case for haste being really bad. Because it gets reset all the time. And Lavos does this too. He's got a move like this, so this really makes Marl even worse, because the status effects usually are so good because they don't get taken away from you like this. Now they're like, not so great. They're not even worth casting if they're gonna expire, honestly. This makes them go straight downhill. And yeah, unfortunately, that does include the final boss. Oof, I wonder what I gave him to absorb. I guess nothing, actually, because he's not got anything. I don't think that the spell that removes buffs, which I'm pretty sure exists, will do it to armor. I might be wrong, though. I'm not sure. I'm like 70% on that. It might actually remove the haste from the armor permanently. pretty sure a spell like that exists, and I think it does deal with the armor. Who needs haste? Well, you're gonna die here in a second. Hopefully that blast hits Luigi, the instant death blast, because he's gonna die anyway. I guess I can keep him alive with this. It would be way more helpful if Magus would just have his final ability here. That would be nice. I'm not doing very much damage. We're tapping the well here. Not really what I want to see. Oof, right, there's no magic defense here. We're dead. I don't think this is happening. Unless he suddenly gets him right now somehow. I don't know how much health we were talking. Life 2 is expensive. Yeah, too expensive. Don't worry, we can steal those. We'll get so many of those in the Black Omen. It's gonna be nuts. It might be the ticket to surviving the Son of the Sun, honestly. Just having 10 of those probably will solve it. I don't like going into the Black Omen without having my rainbow sword. That sucks. I'm gonna have to. Come on, Specchio. Give it up, man. If I'm willing to use Mega Elixirs, you can't win. It's just a matter of time. I need to start just doing whatever damage I can do. Surely they have something that will do more than Ice 2 just did. Magus! Luigi's about to die again. If I take too long here, I will also be dead. Oh, Luigi's dead! Life 2 is actually handy here, but you know what? Chrono has Life 1 and it would res with like 400 HP, it would be almost as good. It's because the item Revive sucks and only gives you 50 health, that's a problem here. That's not good enough. It means you have to use 2 turns to deal with it instead of 1. And it's a very tight race between his moves and his instant death. Come on, Luigi, don't die. Hang in there, pal. Glacier probably does good damage. The problem is that we have to heal so much. He's gonna just die to regular attacks. Great. I need her to not be dead. She's about to get it for 400 here. Not too bad. Yo! Ten elixirs. Wow. This is the last form of Specchio until we're 99, so we can come here at level 70 instead of 40 and have a better time with that. I guess it's time to hop into the Black Omen. Can't really do anything else. I can go get some of the rainbow stuff, but not all of it. Not enough. Thanks for the bits. I think I've done yeah, the Sunstone and that, and this one is some kind of mistranslation or something, but it must be Marl's thing, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, he's a pink new instead of blue. Oh heck. And the worst thing he does that's new is he sets your whole team to 1 HP and then immediately follows up with a new attack that will hit them for more than 1 HP. So you have to have somebody ready to just cure that instantly or you're just gonna die. So he's a mega elixir eating jerk. He will give you some when you beat him, but that's what you have to do to win. You're just gonna need mega elixirs almost. It's almost the only way. Or some kind of AoE heal that's really good. You could do that, I guess. Maybe. You're gonna need status immunity. You're gonna need to be able to deal with that, and you're gonna need to be able to deal with the fact that he's casting Flare and Luminaire over and over again. Which at 99 isn't that big of a problem. Everyone's gonna be pretty maxed, but I'm glad she's counting the years. Like Croco when you're chasing him in Mario RPG. You can't go here in the future because the world's already dead. I guess that's the thing. They won't let you. She just makes fun of you, and the door is locked. That's all she had to do was lock the door. She just forgot her keys here in this time period, so we could come in, mess her up. So you can do it 3 times per run, so 1,600 and 12,000 BC. And that is a ton of items. I like how the robots seemingly recognize that they can't stop Lavos and they just kind of stay out of his way. Let him destroy the humans, try not to get caught, and just try to live there. Maybe that'll work. This boss is a little different from the bridge boss, but I think that's mostly its immunities and stuff. It doesn't really do anything, really. Really, it doesn't really. Not stealing from the guys in the Black Omen feels bad. As soon as we have our tech, I'm gonna put her back on the team. Actually, we do have our tech, don't we? We can replace her. You're good. Looks nice. Have this, that's fine. These fellas are hard to kill, but they give some money, I think, and then the other one gives you XP. It might be the other way around. They have 1200 health though, and since they run away, gotta hurry up. The Martellos. Martello cannons. It's the eyeballs, actually, not those. Those things are junkers. These guys have an item. They're also really annoying. Have Nova armor, which is the best armor in the game, pretty much. That's like so good. The best normal armor in the game. It's just like for any guy, only those four can equip it. They can just block status effects and have huge defense at the same time. Does this work? You dogged the shot. Come on now. I don't know about the Steam release. I want to say it was one of those games that was made everybody mad and they fixed it. One of those situations. Oh, they're... Have I been healing them and not paying attention? I didn't know they absorb shadow. I think they absorb electricity as well. Well, he's got a friend down, so his sword's better. His sickle, his scythe. But how much better? Pretty good. This is not too bad. Yeah, it was one of those games that needed a patch. They did something silly to it. I don't know if it was graphically or what. Probably graphically. It might kill me here if I don't watch it. These guys are not to be underestimated. Oh, by the way, Frog also has the big, ridiculous cure for some reason. Another reason why he kind of sucks. His stats are bad too, but he, I guess he's like medium fast, pretty decent attack damage, lousy magic damage. But he is a better healer than the healer. I feel like most people would say he's almost as bad as she is. Gold earring is useless at this point. It's just not giving me very much health for what the accessory slot is worth. Might be good in a low level run or something. Hyper Ether. What does that mean, offer? I haven't even played the first Final Fantasy VII remake at all, really. I've made it a couple hours in. I don't have a PS5, and I don't really understand why I would get one, but if it were free, I'd take it. I don't know what I would even use it for. As excited as people are about it, I just play things on my PC just fine. I know the remake's on the PC. I already bought it on the PS4 though, and that makes me mad because I don't have the DLC. It's not there to buy. It just doesn't exist. It's not that I'm not interested in the remake. I will go through it at some point. I'm less interested in it than I am of like Final Fantasy VII itself. Here is why we have to bring the Cave Lady. These are the essentials. You wouldn't believe it, but these walls have the speed taps. Why? I don't know. They are permanently destroyed when you kill them also, so. The only thing that Ayla really brings to the table at the end game is triple kick, but triple kick is good enough to carry. She has the strongest physical damage and you need that, so she is very nice to bring to every single fight in the whole game. You could easily justify her in every situation, especially because all the bosses have something to steal. So it's just so good. She's unfortunately in my team every time I play this game, whether I like it or not, and I don't feel like I vary it up very much because in my head I know if I don't bring her, no speed taps, no red armor, no anything, no accessories, all that other stuff that I steal, no weapons, I'm getting blasted. I already have 4 speed tabs. In the course of the whole game, I feel like there's only maybe 6 or 7 of those. So we're gonna get like 20 here. I feel like it's a design error to bring a thief for them to be that essential. It's just not a great situation. I don't really like the mechanics behind steal anyway. Chrono Cross has a problem of having 60 characters. That's a different problem. Never seen that problem before. That kind of is a problem with Final Fantasy VI, but at least they use those characters and they have some story to each of them. Like there are points where you use 12 dudes. Okay, these are the Tech XP fellas. One of these gives you money, one of these gives you Tech XP. They will run. They need to be killed. These 3 are really good at taking care of it. I expect to kill them, but we'll see, I guess. Come on. They're not doing great. And that hurts a lot. It better. I don't remember if the big guy runs or not. Luigi can't handle this. I feel like Suikoden hits different. I've never played the series, but the first game at least hits a little different with it because like some of those fellas are not really meant to be in your party. Like one of them is, I talk about this every time Suikoden comes up. One of them is literally a dude who installs a pool and then upgrades it for you. That's his job. He's one of the 108 legendary stars. He just installed the pool. There's a guy who does the warehouse. He just guards it. He's not even like the storage spreadsheet man or anything like that. He just guards the warehouse. That's his job. You have a kid who sits outside the castle and tells you what the castle name is. That's his job, 108 stars. Elevator man. There's like 6 storekeeps. Each one of them is 108 star. You can only actually use like 70 of them in combat. And even then, 5 of them are blacksmiths that you have to bring to impress the 6th blacksmith. And he's the only blacksmith you really need. And you're not really supposed to fight with any of them beyond that. I'm pretty sure the small orbs are XP for tech, and the big one is money. The big one does not have the same evasion, jerk, move, and defense that the little ones have, so they're harder to get. And the fact that he's going to kill Frog again before Frog can get the XP is annoying. I might just kill him first next time. Yeah, the blacksmiths do have a combo attack that uses all of them, which is interesting. Yeah, it also is a game with 6 slots, and you know what, honestly, they don't have much difference between the characters. Like, they have a little bit, but like, at the end of the day, aside from the rune that you put on them, and you can move those around, what's the difference between one archer and the other? The dual tech they might have, maybe? A lot of the fighters are just a dude who attacks, and they don't really do anything else. It's an army game. It's not really a RPG the way these are. Damn it. It's gonna be hard to get XP for Frog out of these fights. Most of the best techs in that game, in Suikoden 1, are single techs from the runes or double techs, and that's it. Like the AoE archer attack is just 2 archers, I think. The triple one is a single target for some reason, I think. You can do some serious damage with the dual techs that are actually just hitting the whole team. Magus! Oh, he's dead. He got destroyed, man. That sucks. I gotta show these things no mercy. We gotta do triple kicks. Quick. They're draining way too much. Dino Tail actually is good now. Really annoying enemies in here. Again. I need Frog to learn Frog Squash so I can get rid of him. He's almost there. Holding the team back. Ugh. Ugh. There's even more of them now. No mercy for these things, man. I'm just gonna blast them. Where does the dinosaur even come from? What is that dinosaur? It's bigger than the giant one at Tyranno Lair. Like, it seems like it's just a magic thing, but she's not magic. I never worry about that too much. She just does it, that's all. She is friends with the pterodactyls, who are definitely dinosaurs of sorts. Yeah, these guys have the gold studs, which I used to think was your #1 accessory, but you just should use items in this game. There's a really cool documentary kind of thing on Apple TV, of all places, unfortunately, for dinosaurs. David Attenborough is the narrator. It's obviously 3D generated, but it looks really nice, and it's factual as it could be in 2022. And if you watch that, you will see pretty quickly that the flying dinosaurs are way scarier than anyone ever said they were. They're just the absolute worst thing you can think of. The absolute nightmare. Giant thing that just eats they eat each other. They eat everything. They're gross. Tyrannosaurus Rex is really scary. It runs from 2 of those. It doesn't want to deal with that. Yeah, there's 2 seasons of it. I don't know if they're making any more, but I've seen those. Those are great.